Welcome to Before the Crown, a podcast that talks about Miss Indias, but not the glam side, the more deeper meaning to their real life. So I have with me Dr. Sree Advaita, and what do you specialize in?
I've completed my MBBS along with internship. I'm yet to specialize, so let's hope for the best.
But what do you intend to now? As in, you must have thought of something, some vision, some...
So there's two extreme options, one being orthopedic surgery and one being psychiatry.
Like, how did you opt for from medical to this glamorous world of Miss India? How did that happen? What made you go for it?
So it's a classic tale, like every other girl. Miss India started when I was a child as a dream, which was lingering at the back of my mind. So one day I was watching television, and as usual, the pageant was going on. And the aura of whoever walked on stage, I don't remember who it was, and the way this lady spoke, it had some sort of magic and magnetism, right? And since then, it's always been there.
But was there any, because it's easy for somebody to be motivated to do something, but was there family support, or was there a pressure? Was there a task? How was that journey?
So my dad was from the army, and my parents are a tad bit overprotective to the point they'll not even let me go out of the house, right?
Okay.
They are super lovey-dovey, extremely caring. So they were a little apprehensive about the industry and the field. But once they saw how much it actually meant for me, they actually grew really supportive of me, and they are my biggest cheerleaders right now.
So, for everybody who's listening to us and watching us, what is that mantra that worked for you? Because there are many young girls who want to aspire to be onto this platform, and could be difficult to convince people around them.
Yeah.
What is that one mantra that worked for you that you made sure that you make it here?
There's just one mantra I've always followed in life, right? For the longest time, whenever someone asked me, okay, Advaita, describe yourself or define yourself, I would be at a loss of words. I cannot describe myself even now. And then I realized that is what my life is about. I never want to be defined and only be defining my own terms. So yeah, even when in medicine, when my faculty or professors, they were like, oh, you look beautiful, but do you think this is going to work out for you? Especially with medicine being so hectic and you being good at this, why do you want to give this up? And the one thing I've always told my parents, my family, my friends, anyone, is that I'm not quitting medicine or I'm not exiting medicine. It's just an extension from it. And why settle for one way when you can do it all? And I know I'm good at this, so why not?
I like the winning confidence that you have, and everybody who's watching us,
Yeah.
what she rightly said, that, it's about, I'm not quitting the current profession that I'm in. I am just having an extension, which is great. It's a different perspective because a lot of people think I'm giving up everything and then getting into this boat. But you can sail in both the boats.
Yes.
And now coming to the point, please define and describe Advaita.
I'm not someone to be defined, but for a image, I might be creative, chaotic, and I often call myself someone who carries a heart with multiple windows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a different view, and ready to fly every time for the different window, and you're here taking off. Now, you said army background, right? So which comes with a lot of discipline, with a lot of set of rules. How was it growing up in Jammu?
Talking about my childhood, very early on, my brother and I were taught the core values of life, right? And for us, it was autonomy, integrity, and the power of conviction. These are the three words my dad introduced us to in the world of discipline or lifestyle or anything. And discipline was never, introduced to us as a secondary thing or as a third party topic or concept. It was a way of lifestyle for us.
what was that 8-year-old, 10-year-old Advaita like? Was she that naughty child? Was she out there adventurous, or was she that quiet, coy girl?
No, she was not coy, but she was, being the older sibling, she was the perfectionist, the quiet one, the responsible one, the poised, graceful one. But internally, like I said, she was chaotic.
So, what was dad tougher or mum?
Oh, dad.
Yeah.
Extremely, yes, yes.
How did you handle him?
It was very difficult, but then the language of love and being a daughter and being a dad's princess. So I just showed him how much I really needed this for myself, because for me, the ultimate goal in life is to establish my brand identity in whatever I venture into, whatever avenue I'm at. I want to create my own brand identity. And this platform was very close to my heart.
Advaita, at a very young age, you're already an achiever, already a winner, which I'm sure your parents are proud of. You run an NGO which
Yes.
got an award. You want to tell us a little more about that?
So there's a backstory to that. In 2016, when I was in my 11th grade or so, I started this project on eco-friendly sanitary napkins. And somehow it got recognized by the government of India. So I ended up winning a competition, a science congress, and I was awarded as one of the junior scientists for coming up with an innovation. But during COVID, one of the most unfortunate things that happened is, so I was diagnosed with a particular condition, injury of sort. And it is after that phase in life where I decided I needed to step up and do something in this field, because I don't want anyone else to feel the way I felt in those couple of years. So that is how I started my NGO called Anya Foundation in Chennai.
You mentioned about your injury or condition. Can that be spoken about so that many more people are aware of this?
Well, so what happened? It was a spinal injury which caused a nerve condition called sciatica, where my nerves were compressed and I couldn't walk a lot, or my movements were restricted. And it was very painful. The entire condition was very painful. I had to endure it for a good 3 to 4 years. And at that point, I was actually thriving in life. I was a school topper, I was a doctor, established dancer, I started modeling, a beautiful, glamorous life, right? But then suddenly, a snap and everything changed. But in those 4 years, I couldn't even use the loo by myself. So it was that difficult to transition from an independent state to being completely dependent on my family. So initially, it was not treatable as much because I needed surgery. And then my parents were very scared of surgery, so they were against it. So after that, we decided we'll try conservative approach. So yeah, it was a difficult period, but I overcame.
Must say quite a difficult phase, but the fact is, I think life gives you that jerk for you to bounce back stronger, and that's what has happened to you. But you're talking about struggles. This was a medical struggle while during the pandemic or just before that. But we want to know, how was life growing up? How difficult or easy was it while growing up?
Well, growing up, I wouldn't call it difficult at all. It was actually a very easy, fun-loving life. Especially being in the army, we were traveling all the time, every 2 years. I mean, I got to interact with a lot of people. I learned to be extroverted at a very young age, but I couldn't make, the best friends for life or real in-depth connections.
And now you're on a platform where you have 29 other
Yes.
girls, where you can make friends or foes. What do you opt for?
No, now we are friends. I don't think we have any feeling of competition, at least till now. I
think Miss Congenial is already declared. Yeah? So, how do you see when you are going to be representing, now, if in case you happen to get the crown, that one glittering crown, when you get onto the world platform, what is your stand for representing India?
I feel I would carry that pride with great honor, because being an army man's daughter, that feeling is innately present in me, that patriotic blood and that adrenaline rush is innately there. There's some things in life which you can't explain, but it's just a gut feeling. I really feel if I win Miss India this year, Miss World is going to be my year.
I would say bravado. Bravado. Girl, that's the confidence we want. And why not? Yeah. You made it till here. You made it so far. So definitely if you need that conviction, why should you not? You've got a lot of conviction in everything that you do, but I'm not going to put you in a spot. I'm going to put you in a quick fire round. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Quick. No time to think. Instantaneously, just answer. Good to go with this?
Yes.
What is the best advice you've ever received?
That the world around us can be really confusing, and to not let them figure out life for you and you do it for yourself.
One line of poetry, love.
Freedom's waiting for you on the breezes of sky, but you ask, what if I fall? But what if you fly?
Ooh, you got the wings already. One film that stayed with you.
I have two names, in fact. One is Durandar, obviously, and the other being The Girlfriend. Rashmika has done a fab job and a beautiful storyline.
Favorite actor?
Fahad Fasil.
Favorite actress?
Alia Bhatt.
Comfort food?
Chicken biryani.
Where does that go? How do you manage to maintain? Coffee or chai?
Coffee.
If not this, what would you be doing?
This definitely, but if not, I think I'd be taking a break here after medicine and trying to figure out life.
If you don't win?
I will.
What does India mean to you today?
A symphony of contrasts.
What's great in your territory and 3 places one must visit?
I would say in Jammu and Kashmir, Gulmarg, Srinagar, the boat house. Just stay there for a couple of days.
Have you ever skied?
I have, in fact. I'm not very good at that though, but I have.
Fallen?
No.
Really? Don't tell me. I've done that many a times.
I was honest. I'm not good at it, but I haven't fallen.
I do it every year, but I've fallen every time. But yeah, if you win, how are you going to use this platform to be the change?
I've already started my change. I've already been very vocal about certain causes, one of them being women's health. And I feel this platform will help me reach a larger audience and just a larger magnitude in general.
Nice. You definitely have a voice, I must say. And the podcast is Before the Crown. 30 voices, 1 crown. And you are indeed one of the most powerful voices. Wishing you the best for the grand finale and hope you wing it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.